KMTV Action 3 News live at 5 starts now.
A major change this afternoon in the hottest development issue in Omaha. What to do about 3 buildings that some believe are in the way of Holland Center expansion. Good evening, I'm Craig DeGrelli.
And I'm Jennifer Griswold. Today, Omaha Performing Arts put the brakes on a $10 million deal with the city. Senior reporter Jake Wazakowski is live with the latest and the reasoning. Jake.
Yeah, the nonprofit says that they are putting their expansion plans on hold and they will not ask for the 3 old buildings, which includes the Spec building, a historic landmark in downtown Omaha. Now, preservationists say it's a win for everyone.
The controversy and divisiveness surrounding our expansion project is not healthy or productive, and that ends today.
The Omaha Performing Arts says they are no longer trying to acquire the 3 buildings at 11th and Douglas. That has put some at odds. The mayor's office agreed to use $10 million to acquire and give them over for the Holland expansion since the OPA sold their 50,000 square foot lot to HDR for their headquarters.
We really wanted to step back and separate our timing from HDR's immediate need to come downtown so that we could look at the long range.
They say HDR's need accelerated their process, but in the end, the expansion felt rushed.
We weren't 100% on board that we had thoughtfully planned our future.
The city council heard hours of opposition to handing the buildings over, possibly for demolition. Next week, the council was supposed to vote on the plan.
It is such a huge preservation win today. We could not be happier with it.
Christine Gerber with Restoration Exchange Omaha believes board members listened to the many reasons to save the buildings, and they may have received pressure from donors not to knock them down.
This was something that really did divide the community, and it really was hurting their brand because people really believe that these buildings should be saved.
OPA says they'll take the next several months and probably a couple years to assess their program needs and the community needs to complete an expansion plan. Gerber says they're already starting the process to get the other 2 buildings on the historic landmark list, just like the Spec building.
And so we're going to be working on that process right now to help protect them so this does not happen again.
Now, they've sold the land to the north to HDR for $3 million. OPA still owns the land, the green space you see behind me, which is between the 3 old buildings and the Holland Center. Reporting live from 11th and Dodge, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert found out about the announcement this morning. She calls it a win-win for the city and those hoping to keep the historic and old buildings in place. Stothert says she was surprised by the decision from OPA. The $10 million to be used to purchase the 3 buildings will now go back into the city redevelopment fund.
Now they have switched their position, and they do not have to secure property to sell that the soup lot to HDR. So that is good, and I support that.
Mayor Stothert also says she talked with OPA on parking options since they will not have the lot across the street anymore. She says there are plenty of downtown parking options. We will have much more coverage on this surprising decision tonight after the Grammys.